Twin Valley Sports. Hi everyone, I'm Rocky Downing with KCLY Radio, and we're joined today by Chance Davis, safety for the Clay Center Tigers, receiver for the Clay Center Tigers, and Clay Center getting set for a road game against Chapman this week. Chance, thanks for being with us first off.
It's good to be here.
Let's talk about the road thus far under a new coaching staff. And I know we've talked about this with the other guys that have been on, Luke and Rico and Matt, but it is a new system for a senior to get used to. I guess let everybody know kind of what it's been like so far.
Well, it's not really that much different. I mean, it's still football, and I'm playing pretty similar positions to what I did last year, so the transition's gone pretty good. And we've been able to work pretty much the entire summer on all new stuff, so and it hasn't been as bad as I thought it was going to be.
Good. I know the opening this season, you go 1-3, 3 straight losses now, but boy, the road you've been against is about as tough as you could get yourself started. And I guess if you come out fairly healthy and you can learn each week, you have to feel good about where you're at with the possibilities that lie ahead. I know you're not happy with a 1-win, 3-loss situation, but you guys understand how good the teams have been you've played thus far?
Oh, yeah. I mean, Great Bend's like one of the top 5A teams of the past few years, and then Marysville's now ranked second, I think, in 3A. I mean, those are pretty good teams that we've been playing, and we know like that's just going to make us better and make us stronger through the season. So
you've had a pretty good start individually. Pickoffs came easy in the first couple of games for C. Davis back there. How fun was that?
That was pretty cool. I mean, making the transition to safety was a lot easier. Like just getting those few picks, getting situated back there was nice.
Then the road trip to Abilene, we saw Chance Davis start to light it up offensively. You made 2 of the best catches I know I've seen you make, and really 2 of the best catches we've seen this season in traffic, and it led to a touchdown for the Tigers. That had to gain some confidence for you and Luke both, I would think.
Yeah, I mean, Luke made some nice throws. One of them coming across the field, getting drilled, was right on the money. I mean, it was more him than me, I guess.
You guys have Chapman this week, and as I mentioned, you are coming off a 3rd loss in a row against 3 very good teams. Chapman's a team that's struggling as well. They have a win against Concordia, and then 3 losses in which they really haven't been close outside of an overtime game with Council Grove. What do you know about the Irish this week?
Not a whole lot. I mean, they kind of lost their quarterback last year was probably their best player. This year they've got a pretty decent quarterback. He's got a good arm. He's probably their best athlete. They've got a decent running back. I don't know, they haven't really been tested all that much. They haven't played the kind of competition we have, so we should come out pretty well against them.
A week of practice, a good one so far?
Oh yeah, we had one of the best practices we've had in a really long time last night. I feel good about what we're doing, and looks good. Keep
up the good work. Let's go get them on Friday, okay?
Oh yeah.
Chance Davis with us. Again, the Tigers taking on Chapman this week. Football returns on Twin Valley Sports. Hi everyone, I'm Rocky Downing, voice of the Clay Center Tigers on KCLY Radio, and joined by the coach of the Tigers, Todd Rice. And Coach, another game in which you met up with a state-ranked opponent that kind of lived up to its billing, I guess. Marysville was impressive last Friday.
Yeah, I mean, they're a solid football team, and at senior class, strong group of kids, and 10 returning starters, so they pretty much picked up off of last year, with that. And you can just tell those guys have played together a lot and been in that system, and they've been clicking on all cylinders.
You had some excitement early in the game, though, as the block punt came up, and you guys had some things working at that time.
Oh, we did, and we felt good. We had about almost a 90-yard drive against them, which their defense has been pretty stingy, and failed to capitalize. We ended up giving it up on downs at about the 3 or 4 yard line, but our defense came up with a real good series, and then we got the block punt. So we thought we really deserved that opportunity after as well as we'd moved it down there.
We said during the game that you can't look back to one play and really see everything change on one play, but I would have loved to have had the opportunity on 3rd down and 15 to stop the Bulldogs and then see what would have happened from that point on. Unfortunately, we'll never know what could have happened.
Well, those are just kind of the plays we're at. We talk with our guys that, unfortunately, we didn't play like we had hoped and that we wanted to. But you look back at some of those key situations, and early on, 3rd and 15, and we have a couple breakdowns and they convert. And, you know, if we could have got that early stop, got the football, at least try to get some early momentum.
You get Chapman this week, and we've talked about the schedule you've had thus far. I talked about it earlier with Chance Davis. We'll have that interview as well. And you can get battle tested. You can start thinking about the potential that lies ahead. You still got to go out and get things done, and I'm guessing that's something you've driven home to your guys this week.
Yeah, and we just talked. I mean, we were very disappointed about how we played and how we performed last week, and you know, to a degree embarrassed that, you know, we're just a better football team than that, and you know, we just didn't overcome the adversity very, very well in some situations. And so, you know, we've taken that to heart, talked about it Saturday morning in practice, talked a little bit about it on Monday, but other than that, it's been getting to work.
Chance said you had one of your better practices in his mind. It felt like the focus and the intensity was part of what's happened this week.
I think so. I mean, our guys have come back, you know, and they're pretty resilient. And they've come back and, you know, worked hard. And, you know, I think that they know they want to step up to their capabilities. And, you know, they know the coaching staff and the team is putting a lot into this.
This is two teams that come in with 1 win, 3 losses. Chapman's had a double overtime loss to Council Grove. They did beat Concordia. And then the other 2 games they weren't really a part of. Wamegos, the game last week that they kind of ran away from, the Chapman Irish. Jeff Schwinn's a former quarterback at Kansas State who coaches this team now, I think, in his 3rd or 4th year. What do you know about what Chapman's going to try to do to you? And I'll ask, I guess, a question as well, double-ended. Are you worried about what they're going to do, or are you really wanting your guys to execute the way you think they can?
Yeah, I mean, that's a big part of it. I mean, both of us are sitting here, you know, 1-3, and I think both teams maybe coming out of the early schedule look at this and say, hey, this is a winnable type of game. And, you know, they have some nice schemes. Offensively, you'll see them in a pro set trying to establish a power running game, and then they'll spread it out and just kind of see how you defend it and go from there. And, you know, I'm sure they're going to have some wrinkles mixed in with it. Defensively, they run a base 4-4, but, you know, last couple of weeks, some teams have been going to some 2 high safeties against some of our perimeter stuff. And, you know, there's a lot of elements of unknown, you know, as far as what you're going to have to prepare for. But, you know, we know we're going to get a great shot from them. And, you know, it's going to be 2 teams looking for some confidence and probably, you know, whoever wears the other one down in the 4th quarter.
Well, and you've preached your guys are going to fight for each other. And, again, this week we hear that happening. You've also said you've worked on having a team that can play in the 4th quarter. And that is hopefully an ally for you when you take the field tonight.
I hope so, you know, because you've seen a lot of games this season, how our guys have played strong and, you know, had some decent 4th quarters and, you know, been in most of these ball games and stuff. And, you know, the El Dorado game won in the 4th quarter. Abilene, you know, we're right there late in the 4th quarter. You know, so I think our guys have bought into that. They know what it's going to take to be successful. And now we just need to come and put it together.
Coach, let's go get one tonight, okay?
All right, thanks.
Tiger football coming up, the Chapman Irish next.